All right, there it is. Utah wins 33-28 in Washington. Third home game that the Huskies have dropped this year now, I think. Yeah, it's the third. And who gives a shit, basically? That's kind of where I am right now, guys. I watched the whole game, obviously. I was hoping good things would happen, and I I was believing for a little bit there because, I didn't make a pregame video for this game because I just could not get hyped. I could not get excited. I wasn't that interested. And even maybe more than that, I thought we were going to lose. I didn't see anything positive in this game. I had no good feelings about this one. And I was just like, let's just play. Let's get this over with. Let's probably lose and then refocus and make sure we get at least one win the rest of the year so we can go bowling when it's all said and done because I do want to make the bowl game, but I did not feel good about this game going into it at all. And then the team came out fired up. Good things were happening. Um, Eason started this game great. He converted a 3rd and 17. He was fitting it into tight windows. He was using his arm. He was doing a lot of good stuff. And the defense, we were getting off our blocks on the defensive line. We were punishing the Utah offensive line. We were shutting down that running game early on. Just a lot of good things were happening, and I was really believing right up until Eason did that stupid ass fumble in our red zone, you know, deep in our own territory. And then even after that, man, the fumble happens, but we get the stop on defense. We force the field goal. We go down. Hunter Bryant burns his guy. Hunter Bryant, by the way, had a monster game today. That was the kind of game that I was hoping Hunter Bryant would have every week. He finally had one of those games this week. 2 touchdowns, 105 yards. Really nice game from Hunter Bryant. 14-3, and then Utah's offense, like they're going to wake up eventually against this defense that has problems. They drive down, they score. It's okay, but I was still seeing some really good stuff. And then the fourth down of Jordan Shin, I think it might have been, drops the what should have been a pretty simple fourth down conversion. Utah turns around, drives down, kicks a field goal. And I'm sitting here like, I think we played really good that first half, and we're only up by 1 point because of the turnover and then the failed fourth down conversion. I honestly think we had a good first half, and we're only up one. And right then I knew we were in trouble. Third quarter was a mess. Both teams turning it over. Both teams making a lot of mistakes. Just, nothing good going on there, really. But to me, Eason really had the Jekyll and Hyde shit going today. That first half, other than the fumble, I thought he was great. He showed why we love him so much, showed why I'm so excited to have him, why I really hope he comes back next year. And then third quarter, 2 terrible interceptions, including one that took points off the board, including one that put points on the board for Utah. And we can't have it. Eason's the best thing. Jacob Eason, the fact that we have such a good quarterback on this team is the best thing about this roster right now. It's not the defense. It sure as shit isn't the receivers. It's not the backs. It's not the offensive line. Eason's the best thing we have. So when he's making that many mistakes, and by the way, he threw a couple other passes in the second half that really could have been picked off. He was all over the place in that second half. So when Easton's bad, it's just tough. And eventually, as this game went on, the defense, which I thought started out really good, we were getting pressure on Huntley. We were stopping the run. Eventually, we just stopped doing those things. And like I kind of expected, eventually Utah was able to drive down, put up a couple touchdowns late to put it away. And Eason was not having a good game, and we could not keep up because of it. He wasn't having a good half anyway. Maybe he had a good first half, but and then, of course, as the game went on, the offensive lines kind of switched places. Like our offensive line played great in that first half, and Utah's was getting beat up. As the game went on, it went the other way. Eason was getting pressured. Huntley had all day. Utah was opening up big running lanes. Suddenly we can't run the ball at the end of the game. Not that we're really trying to because we need to come back. It's just and even like Hunter Bryant, who I thought played really well today, he had a couple drops late. Terrell Bynum, who started this game out great, he had a couple drops late in this game, and it's just everything went wrong. We scored a touchdown at the end of the game in basically garbage time, but it took so freaking long for us to drive the field to get those points that it kind of didn't even really matter all that much because you know, we had to waste timeouts. We had to take negative plays on that drive, so it basically didn't even matter. And time management's bad, clock management, game management, however you want to put it, just not been good this year. And that drive was another example where you score the touchdown to keep yourself alive, but you don't do it fast enough for it to matter. And then you've got a minute left, you got to onside kick it. It's just, at that point you're just wishing on a lucky star. So yeah, there's not much of a point for me in getting mad. The reason why we lost this game, in my opinion, really is just Eason just sucked out loud in that second half. I'm not surprised the defense gave up big plays. We gave up quite a few big plays. Two 41-yard receptions, a 30-yard reception to Samson Nasua, a couple big runs, but the defense is not that good. I'm not surprised by that. Running game, their backs right now are not that good. I understand they're not going to have a big game against a really good Utah defense, but we can't have Eason throwing the ball to the other team like that, period. And that's what you get. You get a kind of close loss at home where the team was in it, but were we really in it? I don't know. All right. Yeah. Look, we're 5-4, worst season since Jacob Browning's freshman year. We have 3 games left on this schedule: at Oregon State, at Colorado, home against Washington State. Win 1 game, we'll get a bowl game. I think that's how it works. Let's make sure we do that. But yeah, there's not much exciting about this team right now. Honestly, a part of me, and I hate to say it, is almost happy that Eason was bad today because I think it increases the chance he comes back for his senior season. But I kind of would rather have had this win. I don't know. All right, peace. Bow down to Washington, but not a good season, not a good team. That's all you can say.